we came here, I thought we might not last a week, and it was August. And it was so hot we were building sun shelters. And now it's, 3 months plus later. So, God only knows. My name is Will O'Connell. That's my real name. And I'm usually a substitute teacher. So I'm usually a high school math and science teacher. But right now, I've spent the last 3 months out in the Walbran Valley trying to protect the ancient forest there through direct action. Direct action means that you're cutting right to the source, and we're going straight to where they're logging the old growth and blocking them from logging.
So there are, I believe, 8 cut blocks in the upper Walbran Valley that have been called for logging, and so there are old growth trees there. We are trying to prevent the logging of the last 1% of the old growth in British Columbia. My name is Crash, and I am here today to protect the old growth trees that are trying to be logged in the upper Walbran Valley on Vancouver Island. I have been here for about a week. I'm mainly a builder. I have a lot of construction experience, so we've been building a lot of structures. We have a cantilever over here that I will show you in a moment. We all love this beautiful forest, and the trees give us oxygen, they give us life, and we need to protect that.
We're not an organization or anything, it's just grassroots. It's just whoever feels called by the forest to come out and protect it.
It is important for me to be doing this because this is the original forest. This is a forest system that has all of its inhabitants intact, from young to elder trees, as well as the mycelium network that makes up the majority of the biomass in an original forest, but not in a second or third growth forest.
The current forestry minister here in British Columbia has just released a statement saying that there's no old growth logging happening in the province, that it's not 1950 anymore. And yet that is a bold-faced lie.
My name is Shambu. I have been involved in the old growth forest protection effort for some time. This is the second round for me. I spend time doing different activities, supporting people in their efforts to express their desire to protect the forest. And so from running things around to giving people support to cooking to chopping wood, there are so many things to be done by so many people here on the blockade.
My name is Deer.
Deer.
Or should I? Wait, what should I? Yeah, we'll go with Deer. Yeah.
Deer.
D-E-E-R, but also D-E-A-R, depending on what mood I'm in. I'm a live-in documentary filmmaker, so my style is to join, be one of and part of, and get stories from that perspective versus flying in, which is highly challenging, because I'm balancing objectivity. Well, there's no more objectivity, it's just subjectivity. I'm literally part of camp.
The landscape around here, just in terms of like NGOs and nonprofits and anyone that would help us, is they're all pretty afraid of doing anything that could get them in legal trouble. So we don't have any support of any organizations. Completely independent. We haven't had any money coming in except for mutual aid. So occasionally someone who wants to support will, buy us a couple tarps or buy us this and that. But yeah, nobody's getting any financial support, or even, you know, the most we get is that like people who are directly around bring out food or bring out firewood, but it's all grassroots, and it's all just run by the people who care about this.
And we will bring you guys more food there so we can eat and have your thing. And then if there's a change in that, I will let you all know. I'll find a way to let you know.
Okay, wait. The plan is gather at 1?
1:30 at the Old Grove.
Okay, 1:30 at the Old Grove.
This is Bonderzuia, the mountain polypore, the western mountain polypore, but they're quite rotten now. But that's an uncommon species, so it's fun to see it here. It's a species we usually associate with older forests, and it appears to be right on the edge of some older forests here. That messy polypore, it's called Bonderzuia mesenterica, or the western mountain polypore, and it's one of the species in the U.S. Forest Service that's on their, what's it called now? Observe and report list for old growth forest associated species.
Oh, wow.
Along with things like the northern spotted owl.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's an interesting fungus, and it's good to find it as we are getting into some forests with a little more structure.
Yeah. Well, wonderful.
Yeah, my name's Andy McKinnon, and I am a forest ecologist. I am a retired registered professional forester and registered professional biologist in British Columbia, and I spent 30 years on and off working for the BC Forest Service with their research branch. So I was involved in decisions about protecting the Carmanah and the Walbran, and I was heartbroken when they made such a dumb decision on the Walbran to protect half of it. But I think it's not too late to save some more of the Walbran. So it's just very exciting to see all you guys out here.
BC has the largest number of threatened and endangered species of any province or territory in Canada, and it's also one of the few provinces or territories that lack endangered species legislation.
In fact, now it has been shown by the government's own information that if a area has been recommended for deferral, that it's 4 times more likely to be logged during this time. A deferral is when the government puts a short-term pause on the logging of an area and will basically kick the can down the alley for another person to deal with in the future. They are usually not wanting to say no to the industry, but are wanting to pacify the public. So they will use a deferral to be able to say that they've done something without actually doing it.
I feel so badly because I'm a different generation than everybody else who's out here. And I had a much richer forest heritage when I was your age than you have at your age. And it's just good to see people out here fighting to try and make people pay attention. You know, the only reason I think a lot of this can happen is that most people in British Columbia will never be out here, will never understand the extent of what's going on. You listen to what government and the minister tell people, it's always some variation of relax, everything's okay, we've got this one. And all of their panels of experts have been telling them, no, look at the maps, look at the numbers. Everything's not okay.
My name is Eternal Dream. I'm learning and I'm pushing myself in whatever direction is needed so that I can support this movement of saving the old growth trees. Defending these trees are not just for the people that live right here, they're for every person on this planet. And I've met so many incredible Indigenous activists from different parts of the world who are doing the same thing. And like when I found out that this was happening, like just a few hours away, like there was no hesitation. We do have an inherent like responsibility to care for our mother and to have love and reverence and honor for her. And in some ways, like we've forgotten that that's what we're here to do, that we were created to be in a loving connection with her.
Honestly, it's not even like a question of why I'm different. It's like, I so often just think like, why isn't everyone doing this? Like, our forests are so beautiful out here. They're so precious. They're sacred. Anyone who goes in there feels that. And they deserve our love and our devotion and our caring. And instead, we're cutting them all down. Like, I don't understand. They deserve better. And they deserve better than just a handful of activists who are out here in the rain trying to make things work. They deserve to be taken care of by all of us.
I feel weary, I feel inspired, I feel engaged in an effort that I don't know the outcome.
We got carrots, and they're not carrots, but they look like carrots. Alright, thank you for your attention. Feeding the whole family.
Some days it sounds fun. It's actually let's just wait till next week. I promise we'll get a good fight out of it.
Even sage, it grows in the ditches. The cedar grows in the shade. Tobacco, it gets turned to ash before we even pray. The sweet grass dries and dies before we twist it in the grave. Yeah, it old wheel, it keeps on turning each and every day. In that whole forsaken town, it's built on the sacred ground. And you call it your new home, we call it our tombstone. And this merry-go-round, it's on my burial ground. And there's fire in my water, and there's poison in my veins. Sage grows in the ditches, even cedar grows in the shade. Tobacco gets turned into food. And that sweet grass, it dries and dies just in the grave. Yeah, oh, it keeps on turning each and every day. It's a pistol and a bloodstained Bible telling me that love is my rival. You call us some heathens for the things that we believe in. Everything you're preaching goes against my teaching. And after all the pain I've witnessed, I'll still show you forgiveness. 'Cause even sage, it grows on the dishes. Even cedar grows in the shade. Tobacco, it gets turned to ash before it even plays. It's sweet, it's just dies. Oh, it's just in yours, babe. Yeah, oh, it keeps on turning each and every day. That medicine really keeps spinning round, yeah. That medicine really keeps spinning round, round. That medicine really keeps spinning round and round. That medicine really keeps spinning round and round. Round and round. Round and round.
Worth it?
Yes, it certainly is worth it, because once the old growth forests, including some of the magnificent old growth around here, are gone, we'll never see their likes again. And the old growth forests here on the Pacific coast of North America are some of the largest and grandest old growth forests on Earth. Now, I think I better catch up with the group here.
They're gonna get mad at me.
Thank you for calling the office of the Premier. Due to the volume of incoming messages, this is an automated voicemail response to let you know that your messages will be reviewed at our earliest opportunity. We also encourage our valued callers to send us an email at premier, PREMIER, @gov.bc.ca to help us assist you better.